Hey everyone, it's been over 2 minutes and I haven't been raped yet, which left me with a bit of time on my hands. Hi, I'm Diana Davison. Wow, I haven't been on camera for a while and this is totally unscripted. I just thought I'd turn on my camera this weekend and talk to you about a few of my thoughts and some of the things I've been working on. So let's start with the thoughts. Thoughts about a University of Toronto professor, Jordan Peterson. What a fabulous man he is. So if you haven't heard of Mr. Peterson, I'll put a link to his videos below, but they're fairly viral at this point, so I think that you probably have, if you're watching my channel, seen him or at least heard about him. So this professor, he has decided that he's had enough of this political correctness, and not just because he doesn't like it, but because he's extremely educated on where this is going and the dangers that it presents for our society. So not only is he a brave voice, he's a very important voice, and he's doing some incredible work with a great sense of humor. He's actually working on a game, I guess, that's somewhat like Pokemon Go, where you can state your opinion about politically correct posters by putting one of his stickers on it, and they're working on an app for that. So very, very creative thinking, and he's doing some amazing work. Not least of which is going out to a crowd of protesters, with a crowd of protesters, screaming him down, messing with his amplifier for his microphone, and insisting that he will not be silenced. He will not be silenced. I believe him. And so if you don't have a voice like Jordan Peterson that you can use and express your concerns and bring these to the attention of the proper people, then use your voice or your money to support the work that he's doing. Right? So how do you come to a conclusion about where to start or how to proceed when you're trying to fight a monster like this, something huge, something that has been building for over a decade, well over a decade, probably many more. So where do you start, having sat there and watched it happen? What's your point of attack? Where do you even begin? And that's a question that I've had to look at with a project of mine called the Lighthouse project, where we're building up resources for the falsely accused and trying to bring attention to the phenomenon, the growing phenomenon of false accusations, and how to address it. And I could try to just do videos, I could potentially write a book, but the reality is they are much bigger than I am, and by they, I mean the feminist academics, the feminist lawyers who have put this all together, not just figuratively, literally. Women's Legal Education and Action Fund, they have been going into the Supreme Court and intervening in cases and slowly but devastatingly changing the laws so that now if you want to challenge the court, there is actually a program set up called the Court Challenges Program. But if you want to get access to government money to challenge government legal decisions, or the Supreme Court legal decisions, anything that happens in court that shapes the legal fabric of the society we live in, if you want to challenge that, you have to be supporting the concept of substantive equality. So substantive equality is the idea that not everybody can be seen as equal. Some people are less equal than others, therefore they can't be treated the same in a court of law. They can't be expected to meet the requirements of our legal system or our society even in the same way that other people are. Of course, we know who these disadvantaged people are. They are apparently women, they are people of color, they are homosexuals, and all these oppression groups, and we are now adding transgender and sexually ambiguous people into theirs, which is one of the things that Jordan Peterson addresses, I think, quite wonderfully. So substantive equality, this is something that's not universally agreed upon. A lot of people actually support formal equality, as tough as that may be for some people to accept that, yes, they shouldn't be breaking the law just the same as everybody else shouldn't be breaking the law, as tough as that is to go along with. To challenge these things, it's a circular problem, right? Because substantive equality is something that I would personally like to challenge in the court system, but I can only get access to money to challenge it if I'm supporting the thing I want to challenge. So anyways, that's a big subject. I'll probably cover that in another video. So what is a person like me? It's like, so I'm nobody. I'm not an academic. I'm not a wealthy person. I'm actually not even very social, so it doesn't like I have a big social group. So what I decided to do was to focus on individuals, right? Instead of just trying to fight some big Leviathan, what I'm doing with my project is actually helping real people, picking cases. I'm actually working on 3 or 4 of them right now. But every day I'm doing something that makes a difference in a real person's life. And so for me, that's a great focus point. And in the legal system, you can actually make changes through a single case. So there's some really big possibilities for what could happen here. I'd love to talk to you about the case that I've been working on this last week. It's insane. You won't even believe the shit that happened to this person and how lunatic the woman is. But I can't talk about it too much, so I'm just going to let you know there's some interesting stuff happening there, and the interesting part is that as soon as his trial is done, we are going to blow the lid off of this one, and everybody's going to find out exactly how crazy this woman was. And hopefully we can get some charges laid. So anyways, that's what I've been working on. But more excitingly, I really think you should run over to Jordan Peterson's channel, check out what he's doing. And in terms of like the discussion about human rights, there's actually another video I want to do about that and how the Charter has enabled judicial activism, obviously a big topic I'll get into another time. Also linked to human rights issues is Janice Fiamengo from the University of Ottawa. Incredible lady. She's been doing some great work challenging a lot of the same ideas that Jordan Peterson is challenging, but Janice has recently been charged with a human rights violation, so put a link to her video on that below. You can go and support her as well while you're out there trying to figure out what to do. So that's it for this week, and kind of good to be back on camera again. Take care, everyone. Talk to you soon.